5:30, a sedan versus semi crash near DeForest this morning has left one person dead, another injured, and a traffic delay of over 3 hours. Also, Madison's LGBTQ+ community coming together to celebrate during the annual Magic Pride Festival. And there's less than 2 weeks until the return of Badgers football. We stopped by Badgerville ahead of practice this afternoon to get a look at how fans are preparing for the season. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm McKenna Alexander. New at 5:30, one person is dead after a major crash between a sedan and a semi-truck collided near DeForest this morning. It happened just shortly before 10 a.m. near Highway 51 on I-3990. That crash sent the semi-truck over the median, bringing traffic to a halt in both directions for over 3 hours. Officials say the driver of the sedan did die on scene from their injuries, while the semi-truck driver was able to exit his vehicle and taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Now, little details have been provided as to how this crash happened. Right now, the victim's name is not being released. And we let you know about this backup with a push alert through the Channel 3000 app. Just a reminder, you can download it for free wherever you get your mobile apps, and make sure to turn on push alerts so you never miss a breaking story. 2 people were killed and 2 others hurt in a crash last night in Sun Prairie. Police say 2 cars, each with 2 passengers, collided in the intersection of Reiner Road and Innovation Way around 8:30 at night. The 2 occupants of one of the cars were transported to an area hospital where they later died. The 2 people in the other car were also taken to a nearby hospital but are expected to be all right. All of the victims' names in this crash are not being released right now, as family is still being contacted. Meanwhile, police continue to investigate the crash. Let's get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary, we got a little bit of a break from the rain today.
We did. It was nice, and now we're getting a break from the clouds, too. Skies are clearing out across southern Wisconsin. As you take a look at visible cloud tracking, you see those morning clouds and the fog just kind of eroding away, and as we got into the afternoon, we had bright sunshine, and as you mentioned, the rain is gone. That's off to the east now into Michigan and Indiana and moving away from southern Wisconsin, so right now we are precipitation-free. Dew point temperatures are still in the lower 60s, but notice they start dropping into the 50s just north of our viewing area, north of Wisconsin Dells over toward Black River Falls. That's the drier area. Will start working its way southward. Temperatures very comfortable right now. 74 in Madison. Most of southern Wisconsin seeing temperatures in the mid to upper 70s across Dane County right now. Very comfortable conditions as well. 78 in Verona, 78 in Mount Horeb, and 74 to the east in Deerfield. Look for skies to become mostly clear during the evening hours. Temperatures will fall into the upper 60s. Now later on tonight we could see some areas of fog, probably not as widespread as it was last night, but I have good news. If you like dry weather, there's more of that in the forecast. I'll have that in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Gary. To some more local news now. All sexualities and genders were celebrated this afternoon during Madison's annual Magic Pride Festival. Hosted by the Outreach LGBTQ+ Community Center, this event focuses on inclusion for everyone. Our Catherine Market joins us now with more about today's celebration.
Every day is a time to celebrate and accept the LGBTQ+ community, but main events and parades are typically held during the official Pride Month in June. Here in Madison, Pride is also held in August to accommodate some scheduling conflicts. For those who attended today's event, they say no matter the month, it's important to celebrate all year.
It's a very inspiring day.
On Sunday, the Outreach Community Center made sure everyone had a chance to celebrate this flag and the significance it holds.
Pride is a really important event for our community because it allows us to all come together on one day and be out and proud.
Emma is one of just many that's out and proud.
You know, I really love it, actually.
It's an expression of oneself that can be difficult for so many members of the LGBTQ+ community.
There's a lot of people are closeted, don't feel comfortable in being who they are and, expressing that to the world.
In Madison, Emma says she's grateful to be part of a community that supported her as she becomes her true self.
They accept people who are struggling just to come out or be who they are.
Whether it's June, August, or any month on a calendar, this organization continues to prove itself as a group that welcomes and is proud of what this flag represents.
It's about being authentic and about, feeling proud of the community we're part of and proud of ourselves.
Today's event was the first Magic Pride Fest since the start of the pandemic. Back in 2019, about 5,000 people attended the celebration. Organizers tell me they expect the same this time around.
All right, thanks, Catherine. To news across the state now, hundreds of Avid cyclists are finishing up the annual Ride Across Wisconsin today. This year, riders saw a new 235-mile route taking them from La Crosse to Milwaukee. That is, if they chose to ride for the entire 2 days. If cyclists wanted a shorter ride, they could opt for a one-day 165-mile ride. For that route, the Trek headquarters in Waterloo served as the final resting point for participants.
The very first rail trail, Elroy Sparta, was what greeted riders right out of the gate, and that's just such an iconic place to ride bikes and tunnels, the whole experience.
This was the 7th year of Ride Across Wisconsin. Registration fees from cyclists go toward benefiting the Wisconsin Bike Fed. Congrats to all that participated. And some national news now. We have an update on First Lady Jill Biden, as she's reportedly tested negative for COVID-19 2 consecutive times. This comes after the First Lady had spent 5 days in isolation at a private residence in South Carolina. Former President Trump's legal team plans to ask a judge to appoint an independent reviewer to evaluate documents seized by the FBI from his Florida home. That's according to a new report from CBS News. Deborah Alfarone shares details on the investigation into Trump's handling of classified documents.
Demonstrators gathered outside an FBI office near Boston today to protest the FBI's search of former President Trump's Florida estate.
The average person is going to start to lose faith in every one of our systems, and we can't let that happen.
CBS News has learned Trump's legal team will ask a Florida judge to appoint an intermediary known as a special master to review the government's documents seized by the FBI.
One of the benefits of a special master, if the master agrees with us, is we can stop DOJ in their tracks when it comes to inspecting these documents.
But legal analysts say the Justice Department would likely contest the motion, saying the documents are evidence.
The fact that these were highly classified documents, as high as top secret code word, makes it pretty clear to me the president has potential jeopardy here, compounded by what appeared to be deliberate misrepresentations by the president or his team.
Another document of interest, the affidavit used to get approval for the FBI search. The Justice Department says releasing the affidavit could cause irreparable damage to their ongoing criminal investigation. But more than a dozen media organizations, including CBS News, argue the public has a clear and powerful interest in understanding more of what prompted the unprecedented search. The federal judge in Florida who signed off on the FBI search has given the Justice Department until Thursday to submit proposed redactions to the affidavit. Representative Mike Turner is the top Republican on the House Intelligence Committee.
Show us what it is that you went into the president's residence, spent 9 hours at former President Trump's residence. What is it that was at an imminent national security threat that you didn't just go to court and ask the court to order that the documents be delivered to them?
Trump has called for the Department of Justice to release the affidavit unredacted. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
This morning, Trump teased a presidential run on his Truth Social platform. Two sources close to the former president say his legal team is also still determining just how to handle surveillance video that captured the FBI search. It's now less than 2 weeks until the return of Badgers football. Still ahead at 5:30, we stepped into Badgerville today as fans prepare to get their first look at the team.
It's Ho Chunk Gaming Cruise and the Dells giveaways. We're on August 26th. You'll have a chance to win a brand new Chevy Equinox, along with $1,500 in cash and $500 in rewards play. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
I'm Tim Michaels. I'm not a politician. I'm a businessman who helped build a great Wisconsin company and created thousands of jobs. Tony Evers, Joe Biden, they're two peas in a pod. Both career politicians and way over their head, failing the country and the state of Wisconsin. That's why I'm running. We need to have strong, proven executive leadership in Madison that can get things done and make this state as great as it can be.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed-up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut and your mood will follow.
Everything here is American made.
But it's tough competing with China.
And Ron Johnson's making it tougher. Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for outsourcing corporations.
But voted against tariffs and sanctions on China's unfair trade practices.
And when Johnson's big corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, he defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin. The biggest problem.
Senator Johnson, stop making it tougher on us.
News 3 Now is taking action to keep you on top of the latest breaking news.
Taking action whenever news breaks with a team committed to following developing stories so you'll know all the facts.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
It's Ho Chunk Gaming Cruise and the Dells giveaways, where on August 26th, you'll have a chance to win a brand new Chevy Equinox, along with $1,500 in cash and $500 in rewards play. Ho Chunk Gaming, Wisconsin Dells, your grown-up getaway.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
All right, go ahead and get your Badgerals ready with football season just around the corner. The University of Wisconsin hosted Badgerville today. It was an event to get fans fired up for the season ahead. Our Andrew Banstra joins us live in studio now and shares more from today's celebration. Andrew?
While Badger fans soaked up the last few weeks of summer, they're also gearing up for the next season, football season. Today, fans of all ages took a trip to Badgerville, a place some hope is the next best thing to a Badger game. The energy around Camp Randall is just different this time of year. Fans may not be jumping around just yet, but getting an inside look at their favorite team gives fans plenty to cheer about in the meantime. The Coles Kids Combine took center stage, which is the Pee Wee version of the NFL Draft Combine. These future Badgers got to test their high jump and weightlifting skills, while Bucky the Badger hyped up fans taking advantage of a 360-degree selfie cam. All this family fun was followed by an open practice to get fans ready for the return of game day.
We're really excited about the season, and so any opportunity to get into Camp Randall, see the guys practice. We wanted to bring out our son, Xavier, just to see the guys get to work and just be around the atmosphere. So we're really pumped for the season.
Families spent the afternoon bonding over the Badgers and getting an exclusive look at their favorite UW players. This experience is something fans tell me they wouldn't have traded for the world. The 18th ranked Badgers open the 2022 season on September 3rd when Illinois State travels to Camp Randall. A few weeks later, they'll kick off Big Ten play on September 24th at Ohio State. McKenna?
You know, Andrew, I was really looking forward to a 360-degree selfie of you. Thank you. Fitchburg joined over 100 cities across the nation today in hosting a Team Hope Walk and Run. It's a charity event that since 2007 has raised more than $20 million for Huntington's disease research. Held at McKee Farms Park by the Wisconsin chapter of the Huntington's Disease Society, this morning's event gave attendees a chance to support the organization's mission of improving the lives of those affected by Huntington's disease.
Despite how negative and awful this disease is, it's a day full of positivity and community, and it feels so good for all of us to contribute toward finding a cure.
There are approximately 41,000 Americans living with Huntington's disease and more than 200,000 at risk of inheriting this progressive brain disorder. Nutritionists are encouraging people to adopt healthier habits to lose weight rather than taking on a diet. This comes as dietitians are fighting against TikTok diet trends by highlighting the correlation between health and weight. A 2018 study found restrictive dieting doesn't actually work for most people, and that over 80% of people who do lose weight from it just gain those pounds back within 5 years. When assessing health, doctors say a lot can be gathered from a person's appearance, but that doesn't mean we can look at one person's body and get a sense of health habits or even biology. So instead of dieting, doctors encourage healthy behaviors such as quitting smoking, being more active, and of course, getting more sleep each night. In some consumer news, Ford is facing over $1.7 billion in damages over a fatal accident involving its F-250 truck. This comes after a Georgia jury reached a verdict in a case that left 2 people dead. Jurors determined damages should be imposed for the company's sale of more than 5 million Super Duty trucks with what attorneys called dangerously weak roofs that would crush a passenger in a rollover accident. Meanwhile, the Ford Motor Company has issued nearly 50 recalls this year. That's the most of any automaker. Still ahead, meteorologist Gary Canalti is back with another check of our forecast. Will we see a break from the rain this week? He'll tell us coming up next on News 3 Now.
The numbers are in. Monday morning, we're taking a look at how much of the impact you helped us make in this year's back-to-school supply drive and how many students will benefit from your generosity.
Plus, are we gearing up for even more rain chances in the week ahead? That's tomorrow from 4:30 to 7.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50. Now we're looking for 30 homeowners who need new windows. We want to take your old windows out and install new Eco Sky windows, featuring Sky Mirror technology to give your home an energy upgrade. Call Mad City Windows, Wisconsin's #1 remodeler and trusted local source for the new Eco Sky windows. Act now to be one of 30 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts will take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Made in America is more than just a slogan. It's smart policy. When we manufacture things here, our shelves are stocked, and it creates jobs you can raise a family on. Like my parents had. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked third shift. I'm tired of the excuses from millionaires running the Senate. I'll bring manufacturing back here, so folks like you who actually earn your paychecks finally get a fair shot. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
At Bachman Pools and Spas, we have 25 hot tubs on display.
Several models available for immediate delivery.
For a limited time, all new hot spring spas come with a revolutionary freshwater salt system for free.
That's a $1,200 value.
You owe it to yourself to experience soft, natural, healthy water.
Hurry in to take advantage of special 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, get a free freshwater salt system.
Relax, it's Bachman's.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5:30.
What appeared to be a big announcement about a new Target store in Iowa stirred up a lot of buzz this week. The problem is that announcement was all just a prank. Residents in Marshalltown have to drive 45 minutes to get to the nearest Target store. So this sign played with a lot of people's hearts. The town is home to 27,000 people. So while many there would welcome a new store, it almost seemed just too good to be true.
For a Target to pop up right here on 3rd Avenue would be kind of, woohoo! Nah, not gonna happen. So
Wishful thinking, though?
Oh my God, I would love for a Target to be across the street. I would love it.
The company that owns this plot of land did confirm it was someone's lighthearted prank, and that sign has now been moved, which means a trip to Target is unfortunately still a 45-minute drive for residents. Let's go ahead and get a look now at your certified most accurate forecast. Gary, how are things looking out there tonight?
A lot nicer than they were at this time yesterday. We've gotten rid of the rain and pretty much most of the cloud cover, too. In fact, rain vision over the last 12 hours shows really the only showers that fell were over far southeastern Wisconsin and parts of northeastern Illinois from Lake Geneva southward. We just couldn't even get any showers or thunderstorms to develop during the day. And as you can see on Doppler track, other than some showers and storms on the other side of Lake Michigan moving into Indiana and Ohio to the west, no precipitation, which means some dry weather is on the way. 3 things you need to know. There'll be some areas of fog again overnight, probably not as widespread as last night. Some fog possible Monday and Tuesday nights as well, but that will probably be a little more patchy in nature. Otherwise, look for dry weather with warm conditions through Wednesday, highs around 80 tomorrow and in the lower 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then some thunderstorm chances arrive Wednesday night into Thursday. Right now, they're not too high, and they're actually going to arrive a little earlier than we had them in the forecast yesterday, and that means Friday is going to dry out. As we look at the high temperature trend over the next 10 days, the average high temperature drops from 79 to 78 degrees, and we'll be within a few degrees of that. Tomorrow, right at 79, then the lower 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. We drop a little bit for Thursday and Friday, that weak cold front generating a shower or thunderstorm chance. Warm back up for next weekend, and then temperatures drop off again after that. Every time those temperatures drop, we usually have a chance for a shower or thunderstorm. But the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook calls for near normal temperatures here, still below normal temperatures to our south, above normal temperatures, especially in the northwestern and northeastern portions of the country. And as far as precipitation is concerned, drier than normal weather. We're still looking at a pretty quiet weather forecast. Even when we do get rain, we're not going to see a lot of it. It'll be spotty in nature. So for tonight, look for low temperatures in the upper 50s, 57 for the low in Middleton, 57 in Roxbury, maybe a little patchy fog in there as well, 57 for the overnight low in Cottage Grove. Across southern Wisconsin, overnight low of 57 in Janesville and Monroe. See, those temperatures don't vary very much. A little warmer closer to Lake Michigan with the 62 in Milwaukee and 58 degrees in La Crosse. For tomorrow, once the fog lifts, we're looking at a mostly sunny and very mild day with a high of 79 degrees. And as we look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, lower 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, lots of sunshine in there. Thunderstorm chance from Wednesday night now into Thursday, but right now about a 1 in 3 chance. That clears us out Thursday night. So Friday looking dry. So does Saturday. In fact, even a little warmer for Saturday with a high of 81. And then a little more humidity on Sunday into Monday of next week. We'll bring some thunderstorm chances. Those should probably move out Tuesday morning. Temperatures drop back into the middle 70s, but that's still very comfortable.
I was going to say, I can't say I'm too thrilled about the humidity, but with temperatures like that, I can't complain too much.
It's not going to be terribly humid. We're talking dew points in the mid 60s instead of like the low 70s, the really muggy stuff.
Okay, so not too bad.
Right.
All right. Thanks, Gary. Well, it's been a good weekend for Badger fans. Volleyball on Saturday, football on Sunday. Jordan has more about the Badgers' open football practice coming up next in sports.
You know, higher temperatures lead to higher power bills. So this summer, call Mad City for our exclusive Eco Sky windows with a higher energy rating than other windows on the market. Plus, Sky Mirror technology and layers of low E work to block out harmful UV rays.
Insulating and keeping the home, cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. Just looking nice.
Now listen to this, 30 homeowners who need new windows will save with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. We're going to compensate you for your time. And if you call right now, you get a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate from Mad City Windows. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
If Tim Michels is governor, here's what reproductive health care would look like in Wisconsin. Providing abortions? A felony. Exceptions in cases of rape or incest? None. Here's what Michels says to Wisconsin women who get pregnant after being raped. To ask her to go through the birth is not unreasonable. Tim Michels is a radical and divisive politician coming for your rights. Wisconsin women deserve better. Vote no on Tim Michels.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
The Wisconsin football team officially kicks off the 2022 season. So in preparation for the upcoming campaign, the Badgers held an open practice at Camp Randall this afternoon. Plenty of fans showed up and showed out to see the team run some drills. And those who showed up for the free event also got to hear from athletic director Chris McIntosh, head coach Paul Chris, and the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay. UW's home opener is on September 2nd, where the 18th ranked Badgers will face Illinois State. A long-awaited return for David Bakhtiari. The All-Pro left tackle is officially off the PUP list as of this afternoon. Matt LaFleur just announced it before practice began, and similar to other players coming off the list this week, Bakhtiari will participate in individual work for the time being. LaFleur doesn't want to rush anything, says that they're going to take it one day at a time, and there's no timeline for when he's going to be fully ready to go. For now, it's just about getting a key piece of the offense back after a grueling knee injury, and from the looks of it, everyone is excited he's back on the practice field.
It's a mix between where we at in the rehab, where we at on their end, and I think they cleared some stuff up. We were in a certain situation, and it just kind of aligned where it's okay, this is the next step with collectively with us together moving forward, with me being a part of this team. So typical player speak is to say taking it day by day, but we really meant that. It's really been a day by day, and any questions I know it's going to come up, it really is day to day.
Last couple couple of days have been anything but ideal for the Brewers. 2 straight losses pushes them farther out of first place in the NL Central, so the Crews trying to avoid a sweep in Chicago today. While the Brewers' bats must have been taking a nap until the 7th inning. Trailing 2-0, Rowdy Tellez starts the rally with a solo homer. Well, Keston Hiura, he's going to follow his lead and ties this game up at 2. Willie Adames provides that go-ahead run in the very next inning, but hey, a 1-run lead. Hiura's going to say, hold on a second, I got this one. His second homer of the game. It's a 2-run blast that puts a bow on the series finale for the Brewers. They're going to head to Cali with a win. Final round of the BMW Championship, Patrick Cantlay held the lead coming into the day and is able to get it done for the 2nd year in a row. He wins at 14 under overall, and with this win, he is now number 2 in the FedEx Cup playoffs.
Sad day for me and my Cubbies.
You guys had the last 2 days, okay? So
that's true.
I'm going to say you and Gary can have the last 2 days, but Brewers avoiding that sweep. So.
All right, we'll balance it out. Thanks, Jordan. And speaking of Gary, he's back with the final check of your forecast. That's coming up next.
From loud construction to music blaring and those annoying insects that disrupt your sleep. Things can get noisy outside, but you can enjoy some peace and quiet inside with new Eco Sky windows exclusively from Mad City, featuring noise-reducing glass to soundproof your home. And be sure to ask about grid design inside the glass for easy cleaning. Don't miss out. 30 homeowners who need new windows will save with free installation on a house full of new windows. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior military discounts. We're going to take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-338-1616. That's 608-338-1616.
I'm a mom of 4 kids. We have 1 in high school, a toddler, and our latest addition, 7-month-old twins. I can appreciate the impacts of inflation. DC liberals just keep spending. All that money isn't free, and families are paying the price. Senator Ron Johnson is fighting to help Wisconsin families. He voted against reckless spending that caused inflation and to cut waste in Washington. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to keep fighting to stop the spending and hold DC liberals accountable.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
Okay, Gary, you've said it might be a little humid. Not humid enough to where Jordan and I will need to do our hair again in between every show.
Okay, you got a week, though, before we're talking about
We got a plan for this thing, Gary.
Well, take a look at the view out there right now. It's not humid out there. In fact, it's dry enough that the clouds are even starting to break up. Just a few cumulus clouds, nothing to the point to where they could even generate some rain. We were thinking about that as a possibility during the day today, but there's the live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville looking out to the west, and skies are clearing out pretty nicely. And notice all the rain is to our east, to Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio, moving south and southeast away from us. Upstream, nothing out to the west of us. That's a good sign. Temperatures right now, mid-70s in Madison. A few places closer to 80, including Camp Douglas, a little cooler closer to Lake Michigan. Here in Dane County, we've got temperatures now mid-70s in Deerfield, 73 in Sun Prairie, and 77 in Belleville. For this evening, look for skies to become mostly clear. Temperatures dropping into the upper 60s, but we have the possibility for some fog later on tonight. We'll talk more about that at 10.
Not a bad way to end the weekend. Thanks, Gary. As he said, we'll see you back here at 10.